y'all, back with another video. I just wanted to bring y'all this topic that we're about to discuss today because I feel like we live in a day and age where we want better out of relationships, but it's like, how do you detach yourself from the past? I think that's the hardest part about walking into things that are meant for us, is that we have so many ties to things and people from the past that's holding us back from really embracing what's really for us and what's best for us. So that's why I wanted to talk about how to heal for good and get better relationships that you deserve. I think that the root of getting good relationships, like getting a good man and things like that, the root of that is self-love. And I know you've probably heard it before. Until we love ourselves and believe that we deserve the best, we're not going to get it. You have to retrain your mind to say, what I have now is, I know it's not God's best for me, and I have to train myself to only want his best for myself. If you're in a relationship with a person that doesn't respect you, doesn't commit to you how they should, you have to literally retrain your mind to reject those things and to not accept them under any circumstances. I want y'all to remember that just because something is available to you doesn't mean that that is what you have to take. People only treat you the way that you allow them to. So if you allow a person to constantly not commit to you, not respect you, that's what you're going to get out of that person, because they see no wrong in their actions. So the first step is retraining your mind. And that's just saying that I know better is out there, and I know I can get better. It may take time and it may take healing, but I'd rather you attract someone out of your healing than to attract someone out of the part of yourself that's still dealing with hurt and trauma and neglect. What you are is ultimately what you're gonna attract. If you're used to toxicity and that's what you allow in your life, you're gonna attract more people that are toxic. But if you set firm boundaries and eliminate those people that are toxic, and you start rebuilding yourself to not want what's toxic, you'll start attracting the right people into your life. To ask yourself, what is it about me that is wanting these toxic relationships? Those are the parts of ourselves that we have to bring up, address, and heal. As long as that person is operating in the forefront, you're gonna continue to get the same type of person over and over again. And honestly, I feel like toxic people catch on to that. Like, people know when you don't know your worth. And when you don't know your worth, you leave your worth up to that person. And also with healing, y'all, your discernment will become so clear when you heal. Like, you'll be able to spot those people that are toxic and those people that might want the wrong things from you or want to use you, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You'll be able to spot those people with ill intentions. And that's what you want, right? Because essentially, if you can spot that from a mile away, you won't even let that into your life. Like, you won't even put yourself in the position to have that person make you catch feelings or put you in a toxic environment at all, because you'll recognize it and you'll go the other way. I feel like when you operate from a healed place, you can tell who are the people that have good intentions, and you can tell the people who may have an off energy about them. The second thing is to put positive affirmations in your mind daily. That also means that we're not comparing ourselves to the next person. You're worth everything good that comes to you. Just because another person has everything right now doesn't mean that you won't have it. So there's no need for you to compare, like, oh, that person is better than me because they got the good relationship, they got the good man, blah, 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 blah. No, that person may be a little more ready to receive that. And as long as you put in the work to become ready as well, you can have that too. And this next tip is a hard one, but I really want y'all to try to commit and do it. The next tip is to cut off the source of your triggers. Cut off the source of your anxiety. Cut off the source that is making you feel less than what you're worth. As long as we keep those people around, subconsciously, we still try to work for their approval. I say that from my own experience. I remember where I may have been dealing with this one toxic person, and the more that they display that behavior, the more I wanted to change them. You can't help but try to love a person and try to heal a person. Like, especially if you're like me and you want to see others change, it's like inevitable for us to just keep working and working on these people. So that's why you have to essentially cut them out of your life, sis. It is going to drain you trying to change a person like this. It is not your job to change people. It's not your job to convince people to treat you right or to prove to them that you're worth loving. You are already worth loving the day that you were born, the day that you were created, and no person on this earth should make you feel like that's not true. The longer that you keep certain people in your life, they're going to continue to trigger you. They're going to continue to take you back to a place of being worried and anxious about how they feel about you. That's not what you want at all when you're trying to heal. You want to get as far away from that as possible so that you can gain your own sense of worth. Having them in your ear is going to just stall your process. This is your time to get close with yourself, get close with God, and to spend time with those people that bring out the very best in you. And I really think you should invest more energy into those people as opposed to the people that are constantly making you second guess yourself. You know, if it's not healthy and it's not making you feel your worth even more, you need to exit. So my next tip for your healing journey is going to be really spend time in your hobbies. I think when you have something to focus on, it doesn't give you a lot of time to sit there and think about all the situations in your life that went wrong, especially the relationships that went wrong. Like, for example, I love to paint, so there would be times in my life where I needed something to really focus on, so I would just dive into my paintings. And also focusing on that hobby helped me forget about anxiety. Find you a hobby, find you a good, healthy hobby, whether that's painting, drawing, working out, starting a side hustle, learning a skill is a good hobby to focus on. For example, earning a certificate or earning a degree. Anything that's positive, that gets your mind off the negative and gives you something to focus on, is really good on your healing journey because it gives your mind something to do. My last tip is gonna be open to good people. Be open to good men. If you are looking for a relationship, be open to that. Never put everybody in a category as being the bad guy. When you operate from a place of trauma, you tend to blame people for what's happening to you instead of just trying to heal yourself, forgive, and move forward. That's the healthiest thing that you can do, is forgive. Like, I understand there are things that don't seem forgivable. As long as we don't forgive a person, we're gonna constantly be occupied about what somebody did to us. We're not gonna have a free spirit to move forward because essentially that person will always have some type of hold or tie on us, and we don't want that. Be open to the right relationships. Be open to people that have a good spirit, a good heart. Vet people, you know, don't be so quick to jump into somebody's arms. Nothing wrong with observing people. It's nothing wrong with collecting data. That's what I like to say, collecting data. And that just means, you know, seeing how they operate, seeing how they are with their friends or their family, how they are on social media. Be open to friendships. It may lead to something really wonderful. And I would hate for you to pass up on a great opportunity because of someone in the past. Wouldn't that be really terrible if, like, I presented you with a good person and you sabotaged it because of what someone did in the past? That's just another example of people keeping power over you, and that's not what I want for you at all. So yeah, be open, receive good things, you deserve them. Let people love on you. Let people serve you if they have a heart to serve, and you should also serve them because it will make your heart and your spirit full as well. So those are my tips for today. I pray you guys have a successful healing journey. I hope that I said something in this video that you may have needed. Dive into any certain topics, y'all please let me know and I will definitely make videos about it. But I thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.